Yo, what is going on, guys? Digirex here, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new video. And in today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about a hunter build that is kind of a rendition of a classic Destiny 1 build that has to do with the Bad Juju. Destiny 1 had quite a few builds that were available with Bad Juju, and with the addition of it in Destiny 2, as well as some new exotics that were introduced in Destiny 2, there is even more builds that are possible with this weapon. Back in Destiny 1, there was the Obsidian Mind Bad Juju Voidwalker Warlock. That was a really solid build for a lot of PvE and PvP activities, actually, as Bad Juju was pretty decent. And that's where most of these honestly work today. Of course, the Hunter build is what you're seeing in this video, and the Hunter build consisted of the Bad Juju, the Recluse, and Shards of Galanor, and of course I would put super mods. I would include that in the build. Most people already run super mods, so I wouldn't really include it part of the build since many people already use them, since they're just kind of the best mod. But I would definitely recommend running super mods if you're running this build. So the point of this build, really, Bad Juju is super good in PvE. Obviously it reloads when you get a kill, so you can shoot forever with the Bad Juju, and the main part of this build is genning your super. And of course the Bad Juju can rips things up in PvE. You can get really high stacks of String of Curses, which means that you are genning your super really fast. The reason I included Recluse in this build is because it's just a masterwork weapon that can rip things up in PvE, and if I ever really need to reload my Bad Juju, I know I have a pretty trusty weapon. I would recommend using Masterworks with this build if you have them. If you have a gun you like, I would recommend Masterworking it if you are going to use it in this build, because the Orbs of Light also do help you gen your super a lot faster. That's also why I chose Recluse. Of course, it comes Masterworked because it is a pinnacle weapon. So the Shards of Galanor in this build obviously give you super energy back, so they were recently nerfed, but this is still the best exotic really for this build. If you're a hunter, you can also do this on Orpheus Rig. I would do this with Top Tree Night Stalker, as Top Tree will tether a lot of enemies. And then of course Orpheus Rig has the same effect of Shards of Galanor. The more enemies you tether, the more super energy you get back. So this build is all around supers, as many Bad Juju builds are. So the Orpheus Rig goes with the Night Stalker, so you can do that build. This build I was using Shards of Galanor with the Blade Barrage, which was pretty good, although Shards of Galanor aren't that great anymore. Honestly, the Orpheus Rigs are better. For the Warlock, you can use the Skull of Dire Armakara, and I would use the Slovobomb Voidwalker, just because the Slovobomb really tends to get more kills. And then with the Skull of Dire Armakara, you will get your super energy back. I would run the same exact weapons with the Bad Juju. You will be getting your super like crazy, and of course super mods. And the version of this with the Titan would be Doomfang Pauldrons with Bad Juju and Recluse, or another masterwork. Maybe you could fit a grenade launcher in there instead of the Recluse, like the Orwing's Maul. Masterwork would probably be very good, as you don't really have a special weapon in this build since you are using two of the primary weapons, unfortunately. I would probably also recommend a machine gun. I was using Play the Game, but I would recommend a machine gun just so you could tear up enemies. So the three different, or well, I guess hunters have two, so there are really four different combinations of this build are Orpheus Rig, Night Stalker, Shards of Galanor used with Blade Barrage. We are going to use the Doomfang Pauldrons with Sentinel Shield, and we're going to use the Skull of Dire Armakara with Voidwalker. So really, there are a bunch of different variations of this build. I just wanted to let you guys know that there is one available for the Hunter, as really Warlocks only kind of had the best Bad Juju builds in Destiny 1. Now all classes have access to pretty good fast genning super builds with Bad Juju. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you try one of these builds out. You will cycle through supers like crazy. It's even pretty decent in PvE, or PvP, sorry. It's a mostly PvE build, but it does work in PvP too, since the Bad Juju is pretty damn good in the Crucible. But let me know what class you guys are playing, and of course what build you're using with the Bad Juju. Remember to use super mods. I'm sure most of you are using them anyway, and remember to work your weapons, as both of those will help you gen your super faster. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me if you're using any builds. I'm sure there are some other good ones with Bad Juju out there. Bad Juju is an amazing weapon for fitting into builds like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for more Destiny and any other games I might be streaming. It's been Digirex. Peace.
And I'm open to mine, so we all need some time just to settle down. Won't you come around, cause I never can leave it alone. Talking about somebody rolling, boulevard dining, making it count for efforts I can't explain. Balling and feeling we drowning, never been humbled by playing the fighter.